Hi friends, and welcome to my YouTube channel, where today I am going to show you how to crochet this beautiful cable that I used on this gorgeous chunky crocheted cowl. This is a super simple cable repeat, so I'm just going to show you how it is that we get it started, which I don't mind my ends, guys. I actually seamed where we start on the inside because I wanted to have, whoops, this twisted piece on the outside of the cable so that you would see this. So where we start in the repeat is somewhere in this section. So that is where we will start with today's tutorial, and I'm going to show you how we create this gorgeous cable, which if I open this up a little bit, I could show you the whole cable repeat. It is stunning. So we twist a few here and then we work straight up before we add another twist. It's a super simple repeat. Again, don't judge my ends, right? Projects are never totally finished. I mean, if you manage to totally finish every single project that you do, you're a unicorn. Plain and simple. So let me get my supplies together and let's get started with today's tutorial. So for today's tutorial, I am going to be using Lion Brand's 24/7 cotton, and just for reference, this is the color terracotta. I have a coffee beans label on it. That is not accurate. This is the color terracotta. Absolutely love this color. And I am going to be using a 5mm crochet hook. Do not mind my boys in the back. They're playing hide and go seek. The baby has figured out how to play hide and go seek, so that's what all that noise is. Anyways, just to reference, this pattern uses Lion Brand's Feels Like Butter Thick and Quick, which is a CYC number 6 super bulky weight yarn. And to create this cowl, which now is way out of frame because I zoomed in to show you, this takes 165 yards. So it's not a lot of yardage. It uses a 10mm crochet hook. You could make this in probably under 2 hours if this is your first time doing cables. If you've done cables before and you get this little repeat in your head, you could probably make this in under an hour. To start, we need to do a foundation single crochet of 18, which is what this repeat is worked over. So I'm going to make my foundation single crochet. Okay, so I have my 18 foundation single crochet stitches here. So that is row 1 in the pattern. Row 2, we have to turn and single crochet back across. I do not call for chain ones at the beginning of any of these rows because I have a very loose tension. So for me, it's not necessary to use a chain one. If your tension is tight, you can use a chain one and it won't affect the pattern. But again, that chain one does not count as a stitch. But for me personally, I don't need one. And I also feel like it makes my edges a lot more clean when I don't use a chain one for a single crochet. A new thing that I learned, a new trick that I've been using, is instead of doing chains for my longer stitches, I've been using stacked single crochets. It is a great trick. I should put together a tutorial for that because seriously, it's a game changer to have a really nice edge on any project once you understand how to make a stacked single crochet. So here I come across, that should be my 18 stitches. So that's my 18 stitches. So that is row 2 within the pattern. Now row 3, we have to turn and we are going to place a single crochet in the first stitch. Okay. Then what we are going to do is we are going to front post double crochet down into the corresponding second stitch. So right here, so straight down into the second stitch with your front post double crochet in your foundation single crochet row. Oh, the baby must be the one finding right now. Skip 1 single crochet behind because we just created 1 front post double crochet. And then we are going to single crochet in each of the next 5 single crochet stitches of row 2. So that's, let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's 5. And then what we have to do is we need to skip 7 foundation single crochet because we need to come forward on an angle to create that first cross. So I'm going to come down here. So I skipped that first one because we single crocheted up here. Front post double crocheted in the second foundation single crochet. And so now I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I am going to front post double crochet in this 8th one, which is really the 10th because there was those 2 at the beginning, but from where we're skipping, where we're counting from here, it's the 8th. So we front post double crochet with those 2. So that's going to pull them over on an angle. Now what we are going to do is we are going to front post double crochet back, working over these 2 front post double crochets that we just created, and use the 2 that we skipped, right? So those are skipped because we created 5 single crochet here. We skipped the 5 corresponding foundation single crochets and then skipped 2 of the foundation single crochets to work these next 2. So now we're going to work back over these 2 in these 2 skipped. So to do that, we're going to yarn over, count back 1, 2, get your hook around the post of that foundation single crochet, yarn over, pull that through, yarn over, and complete your front post double crochet as you normally would. Yarn over, come into this next one, put your hook around that post, yarn over, pull through, and complete your next front post double crochet as you normally would. Jack must have found a really good hiding spot. Keep looking, bud. Check the closets. I don't know. Look in all the closets. Skip 4 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we are going to place another 5 single crochet stitches. And then we are going to front post double crochet down, skip 1 single crochet and single crochet in this last stitch. So now that is going to create the foundation for the cable. And row 4, we are going to turn and just single crochet right back across, making sure that you single crochet in each stitch because your stitch count will not change. When you reach this portion here where we had to cross these, you can give this a little tug to open up these stitches so that this way you make sure you don't skip any of them. But again, make sure that you have the same number of stitches in every row of this pattern. So I've just completed my single crochet row back across, and now this is row 5. And for row 5, the first thing we need to do is single crochet in this first stitch. We will front post double crochet down into this first front post double crochet, skip a single crochet behind, single crochet in the next 5 stitches, and then we have to cross stitches again. So what we will do here is we are going to skip these first 2 front post double crochet, and we are going to front post double crochet in each of the next 2 front post double crochet, and then we are going to work back and over. So let me just show you that. So we skipped these 2 and we worked in these, and now we have to work back and over into the 2 that we skipped. So get your hook back in behind them, come around, find this first one, hook it, okay, and pull it. This is where it gets a little difficult. Hook it, and you have to kind of pull it through to the front, right here. And then, and because we're working over, right, these are going to stay behind. And then get your yarn around there and complete your stitch. Then we're going to do that again in the next one. So you gotta, let me see. See how I have this one worked? We have to get our hook in between the one we just worked and the one we haven't worked. Get our hook back behind, grab the post of that stitch, pull it under these 2 and around to the front so that we've got it here where we can work it. See, give it a little wiggle if you need to get it in a good spot. Yarn over, and pull it around to complete your front post double crochet as you normally would. Again, be really mindful of your tension, and if you could see, they're starting to twist around each other. It's a little hard to see at first, but we're getting there, right? Skip 4 single crochet in your next 5 single crochet stitches, front post double crochet straight down into this last front post double crochet, skip 1 single crochet and single crochet in the last stitch. Turn and single crochet back across for your return pass, which is row 6. Again, make sure that you always have 18 stitches. When you reach this portion right here where we twisted, you can kind of give these a little bit of a tug to open those stitches up. This way you can see them better and they are easier to work so that you don't skip any of your stitches. When you reach the end, you will turn and continue on to the row 7 instructions. So again, just like the other rows, we are going to single crochet in this first stitch and then front post double crochet straight down, skip a single crochet behind, and then we are going to single crochet in the next 4 single crochet. And then these next front post double crochets that we will create do not cross. So we have 4 here, and we're going to front post double crochet in each of the next 2. And now because we twisted the ones beforehand, in the previous row, we have to come in behind to find them. Grab that first one, create your first front post double crochet, come back in again behind here, grab the second one, wiggle it forward so you can work that stitch more easily. Create your next front post double crochet, skip 2 single crochet behind, single crochet in each of the next 2 single crochet stitches, and then front post double crochet 2 again in each of the next 2 front post double crochets, which these ones are on the top of those crossed ones, so they're much easier to find. Skip 2 single crochet and then single crochet 4, front post double crochet straight down, skip 1 single crochet behind, and then single crochet in the last single crochet stitch. What we have done here is we have started to open up the cable, and so there was no crossing here, so that makes these super simple. Now we are going to turn and we are going to single crochet back across. Again, it's only going to be 18 stitches because there's no change in the stitch count. So now I am completing this single crochet row, and I'm going to turn, and we are now on row 9, which is a repeat of row 7. So again, super simple, there's no crossing here. We create the first single crochet in this first stitch, front post double crochet straight down into the next, skip the single crochet behind, single crochet 4 stitches, front post double crochet into each of the next 2 front post double crochet, skip 2 single crochet and single crochet in each of the next 2 single crochet stitches, front post double crochet into each of the next 2 front post double crochet, skip 2 single crochet, and then single crochet in each of the next 4 single crochet, front post double crochet straight down into the final front post double crochet, skip 1 and single crochet in the last stitch. Turn and single crochet back across. So then you'll complete your single crochet row and you will turn, and you are going to keep repeating rows 6 and 7 for rows 8 to 15, which is going to create this long section in the middle of this cable right here. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm not going to keep making these. I'm going to jump forward into this section again to show you the cross. So again, rows 8 to 15, keep repeating rows 6 and 7. I am going to jump ahead to row 17, which is going to bring this back together. So row 17, just like all the other rows, starts with a single crochet in the first stitch. And then we front post double crochet straight down, skip 1 single crochet in each of the next 5 single crochet, front post double crochet in each of the next 2 front post double crochet. And now what we've been doing is you've been placing 2, but now because we've done 5 and we're going to do 5 again here, that's going to shift these in. So we're going to front post double crochet in each of these next 2, and then we are also going to front post double crochet in each of these next 2. So a total of 4 front post double crochets in a row, which means that you're going to have to skip 4 single crochets across the back, and then single crochet in each of the next 5 single crochet stitches. And then front post double crochet, front post double crochet straight down, skip 1 single crochet and single crochet in the last single crochet. And so that is starting to bring this together. Can you see that? And now I'm going to turn and single crochet back across. So that completes row 18 with all these single crochet. So I'm going to turn, and this next row is going to be row 19, which is a repeat of rows is going to be a repeat of row 5 within the pattern. And so row 5 is going to be repeated for a total of 3 times to create the twist. So let me go ahead and show you how we do that. So we single crochet in the first stitch, just as we have been, and single crochet straight down, skip 1 single crochet in each of the next 5, and now what we have to do is we need to skip these first 2 front post double crochets, and we are going to front post double crochet in each of the next 2 front post double crochet. And then we have to work back, working over and in front of these 2 front post double crochet into the 2 front post double crochet that we skipped. So that is a total of 4 front post double crochet. So just like in the last row, we have to skip 4 single crochet across the back, single crochet in the next 5 stitches, and then front post double crochet straight down, skip 1 single crochet and single crochet in the last stitch. That is the first cable that we are now twisting again in the pattern. So I'm going to turn and single crochet back across, again making sure that I still have 18 stitches. So I'm now going to turn, and that completes row 20. If you are following along completing the entire cable, you would be on row 20. In my case, like I said, I skipped a few in here so that this way I could just show you the proper placement of these stitches. So now row 21, begins just as they have been, which is and it's also a repeat of row 5. So single crochet in your first stitch, front post double crochet straight down, skip 1 single crochet in each of the next 5 stitches. And then when we get to our next set of front post double crochet, we are going to continue twisting them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip these first 2 front post double crochet, front post double crochet in each of the next 2 front post double crochet. Again, being really, really mindful of your tension. Come back and front post double crochet back in each of the 2 that we skipped. Get back behind here and use your hook to grab that first one. Wiggle it forward, complete your front post double crochet, and then come back in again, find the second one that we skipped. Now, you got to be careful because sometimes you might miss one of the bars of the front post double crochet, so make sure that you're getting the whole post. Wiggle that stitch forward like so. Complete your front post double crochet, skip 4 single crochet, and single crochet 5 stitches across. And then front post double crochet straight down into this last front post double crochet. And oops, I was going to make a double crochet. And then single crochet in the last stitch. Turn and do your single crochet return pass again. Again, make sure you have 18 stitches. All right, so I've just completed, if you're following along exactly in the pattern, this would be a completion of row 22 because it's only single crochet rows. And I'm going to turn and I'm going to show you row 23, which is the final row in the entire repeat of this pattern. It is the same as what we have been doing for row 5, but I just want to show it here so you could see how pretty the cable is when it starts to twist. So single crochet in this first stitch, front post double crochet straight down as we have been doing in every row, skip 1 single crochet in each of the next 5 stitches. 4. Single crochet 5, skip 2 front post double crochets of the previous row, come forward into the next 2 and front post double crochet in each of the next 2. And then we have to come back, work over the 2 that we just created, and come in behind here to grab the posts of the 2 that we skipped. Create your first, come back again to grab the second one that we skipped. Bring it forward. We've just created 4 front post double crochet, so we have to skip 4 single crochet in each of the next 5 single crochet stitches. Front post double crochet in this last front post double crochet, and then single crochet in the last stitch. Oops. And now that should show you the stitch placement of every single row within this cable repeat, so that you should have no problems making this beautiful chunky crocheted cowl. I hope that this stitch tutorial was helpful, and I am more than confident that you can definitely make this cable. It is a super simple cable once you get a couple of rows done. Feel free to use this tutorial to make your own creations. Maybe you want to use a different yarn and keep going and just have this be a regular open-ended scarf. I don't know. Have fun with this cable. Enjoy it. Please like and subscribe. And thank you guys very much for tuning in.